Next on Worcester News Tonight, a judge sees new video of a young child and grandmother hit in Worcester. The driver remains behind bars. And play ball. The Bravehearts are gearing up to host their league's AllStar Game. The team is hopeful to put on a good show for the city. Good evening. Thanks for joining us. I'm Andy Lacombe. The driver accused of hitting a young child and her grandmother is being held without bail. Cassandra McAuliffe appeared in court today for a dangerousness hearing. And we're also hearing tonight from the family of the two victims. Michael Rosenfield has our report.
They were like just standing there waiting for the bus. And she was just driving crazy.
Violetta Crisostomo is spending every moment she can with her daughter and her mother. Both were hit by a driver in Worcester last week. The accused driver in court today, and video of the crash was played for the judge.
It's something that you don't expect to happen to you or the people close to you. But the good thing is that they are alive. They're both here, and that's what matters. And anything else, maybe it sounds bad, but everything else is fixable.
Violetta's mother, Doris, is still in the hospital with a long list of injuries, including a broken pelvis, shoulder, arm, several broken ribs, and a punctured lung. Her 5-year-old daughter, Silvana, is out of the hospital but has a fractured skull. For now, they don't think there will be any permanent damage.
Even though it didn't do anything because she's so small, they cannot guarantee it won't develop something later. But hopefully not.
Investigators say the two were hit by Cassandra McAuliffe, who allegedly crashed her truck while chasing her ex-boyfriend. Doris and Silvana were waiting for the bus when they were struck. Thursday afternoon, McAuliffe appeared in court for a dangerousness hearing.
It wasn't an accident. It happened because of her wrong behaviors.
Michael Rosenfield reporting again. Cassandra McAuliffe was found to be dangerous at that hearing and is being held without bail. The state's transgender bill is headed to the governor's desk. Debate surrounding the bill to expand anti-discrimination protections for transgendered people was emotional at times, but both the House and Senate overwhelmingly approve a compromise this afternoon. The measure allows people to use restrooms and locker rooms corresponding with their gender identities. Governor Charlie Baker is expected to sign the bill. Worcester State Senator Harriet Chandler says conversations she had with parents of transgender children had a big impact on her.
When I speak on the Senate floor on this, tell me, what would your child want me to say? And he said, just tell people that going to the bathroom is one of the most anxiety-producing problems for a transgender child or a child who feels they're living in the wrong body. So I think we've done the right thing, and I'm pleased with it.
Supporters of the law.
Massachusetts would be the 18th state in the country to pass this type of law. In Worcester tonight, a number of people gather in solidarity after two fatal police-involved shootings. Those shootings happened in Louisiana and Minnesota. But the group tonight held signs and demanded justice in front of Worcester City Hall. They say they were there for social justice and for change, as well as to speak up for the lives lost at the hands of police.
Change, be a part of the change that we want to see within our community, within our world.
So I'm here to speak for my people because Black Lives Matter.
The group tonight tells us they are planning another rally soon. Again, that rally was part of outrage growing across the country. The two fatal police-involved shootings in the U.S. happened just days apart. The latest last night in Minnesota, and the aftermath was caught on cell phone video. Sarah Rosario reports.
A quiet and somber Baton Rouge outside the convenience store where 37-year-old Alton Sterling was shot and killed Tuesday. Now tragically connected to this gathering outside the Minnesota governor's mansion following the police shooting of 34-year-old Philando Castile. Both shootings caught on cell phone video. Tensions are mounting in Minnesota after this video of a routine traffic stop turned deadly goes viral. The video shows the moments after an officer shot and killed Castile as his girlfriend recorded.
I told him not to reach for it. I told him to get his hand out.
You told him to get his ID, sir, and his driver's license.
Castile's girlfriend told demonstrators he informed the officer he was carrying a licensed firearm.
We didn't do anything.
We know.
We put our hands in the air, we knew our rights, and we followed procedure.
The community and family now grieving and demanding answers.
I don't understand. I don't understand.
I'm devastated right now because they took away a really gentle soul. Everyone liked him.
Back in Baton Rouge, it's still not clear what led to the confrontation between Alton Sterling and police. This video shot by the convenience store owner is now in the hands of the FBI. Police say when the officers arrived, they confronted Sterling and wrestled him to the ground. Seconds later, police opened fire, killing Sterling. The video then shows an officer pull something from Sterling's pocket, but police haven't said what that object is.
I think they could have approached this in a whole different way, and Alton could have still been alive.
The Justice Department is investigating that case in Louisiana, and the governor of Minnesota has asked the Justice Department to get involved in that case as well. Other news now closer to home. Mosquitoes in Worcester test positive for the West Nile virus. The State Department of Public Health made the announcement Thursday. It's the first time West Nile has been detected in the state this year. The DPH says the virus was confirmed in 3 mosquito samples taken in Worcester on July 1st. Experts say the finding doesn't come as a surprise, saying with the heat and dry conditions, they expect to see more activity this summer. The state says they haven't seen any animal or human cases of West Nile virus this year. And while the finding in Worcester doesn't mean there is an elevated risk, the DPH says people should take everyday precautions to avoid mosquito bites. A Spencer woman is now facing multiple charges after leading police on a 2-town chase Wednesday night. Police had to use stop sticks to end the pursuit. The driver put up a little struggle before police arrested her. Olivia Lemon has our story.
Created a disturbance in Leicester to a point where, people were opening up their windows and looking outside to see the commotion.
Spencer Police Sergeant Michael Befford says Deborah White led police on a 2-town chase. Police received a call about the 59-year-old Spencer woman around 7:30 Wednesday night. She was seen getting into her car, allegedly intoxicated, at the Price Chopper shopping plaza. Befford says 2 hours later, police saw her driving down Route 9.
At that point, the officer pulled in behind the vehicle, made some observations, saw the vehicle cross the center line of the breakdown lane, and then at that point, he executed a motor vehicle stop.
Befford says when the officer went up to White's car, she drove away. He says she continued to drive down Route 9 and would not pull over. This is when Leicester police were notified. Leicester Police Chief Jim Hurley says the department's tire deflation devices were used to stop the car.
There has to be communication between the officer who was putting them out and the pursuing unit. That was available yesterday. It worked very well and really went very smoothly, and we're very pleased with the turnout.
Chief Hurley says 3 of the 4 tires were deflated. White did pull her car over, but began to walk away from police. Sergeant Befford says she started causing a commotion and yelling out profanities.
And then she was subsequently placed under arrest and brought back here.
Olivia Lemon, Worcester News Tonight.
The final countdown begins as we are now less than a week away from an all-star experience here in Worcester. Our Cam Jandro caught up with the Worcester Bravehearts tonight to see how they're preparing for the big game.
By the time the All-Star Game comes back to Worcester next time, there'll be 2 more presidents.
In less than a week, the Worcester Bravehearts will host the Futures Collegiate Baseball League's All-Star Game at Hanover Insurance Park at Fitton Field. The team says hosting the event is a unique and exciting opportunity.
Just to put it in perspective, it's an opportunity that we have to really just be at our best for the league's premier event of the summer.
Being able to host it in our 3rd year, we've been excited about it from the start. So yeah, we're very excited.
Worcester is set to host the game after back-to-back FCBL championships. They say this opportunity is not just good for the team, but for the city as well.
Bringing people in that may have never been here before to see a baseball game. We have 9 other markets that we're catering to on that night, and bringing them all in here and showing them what Worcester has to offer is exciting.
Festivities for the night include the game itself, a home run derby, and live musical performances. The team is planning plenty of entertainment for everyone in the family.
That's why we got Renee Rancourt to sing the national anthem, because we know that there's going to be a lot of people that come here that might not even be baseball fans, but they're here for the sheer enjoyment of being out on a summer night in Worcester and just having a great night out of entertainment.
Now, the Bravehearts are going to close off Fitton Avenue and set up shuttle buses for those looking to attend Wednesday's game. As for attendance, they told us they're looking to exceed the stadium's capacity, but tickets are still available. Andy, back to you.
Cam, thank you. Sounds like a big night in Worcester. Well, it has been a week since fire killed 7,000 turkeys at Bob's Turkey Farm in Lancaster. The family who owns the turkey farm is still devastated over the loss and are planning ways to come back. Some good news today, 2,200 turkeys were born on the farm this morning. There's also a GoFundMe page set up for the farm with almost $5,000 raised so far. Susan Miner from the farm says they're thankful for the massive amount of support they've received over the past week.
Well, it's been hectic and chaotic, I guess is the terms. As far as things going on, it's just been crazy. And we've had a tremendous amount of volunteers, local support, you know, whether it was food, water, construction material or equipment. Everybody just was like, they rallied around us, and it was overwhelming to see the amount of support we've received.
Now, those turkeys hatched today are called poults. The Bob's Turkey Farm is planning on hatching them every Thursday throughout July, and so that will allow all their customers to have a turkey on Thanksgiving. The temperature at 90 degrees in Worcester for the second day in a row. This heat wave, well, not quite a heat wave yet, has many thinking about going to spray parks or beaches. But for Girls Inc. in Worcester, a friendly competition involving water and physics was a big part of their day. Brittany Schaefer has the story.
I think this is one of the coolest things that I've ever done.
Girls Inc. in Worcester found an educational way to stay cool during this heat wave. 29 girls worked in groups making water rockets, and the competition took place on Thursday.
I like to stand over there because the water feels nice because it is really hot out.
Well, I think the fact that we're getting drenched in water is helping.
Because they have the water and they're having a great time, I think they just forget too that it's that warm.
Girls Inc. is an organization aimed at helping women get involved with STEM subjects. The girls got the chance to work on physics at Worcester Polytechnic Institute.
It was so exciting. We were we can't wait for tomorrow to shoot it. We were so excited.
This is one of the favorite activities that the girls look forward to because they really it's very hands-on and it's a lot of excitement.
According to APSphysics.org, less than 20% of physics degrees are earned by women.
I don't think we have enough girls going into physics. They still think that they can do it, and I think programs like that are really showing them that yes, they can.
Yeah, this is really cool because I actually have interest in a lot of rockets.
Girls Inc. is focused on women grades 8 through 12 and getting them to enjoy STEM subjects in an outdoor environment instead of in the classroom.
It's summer, so they are learning STEM, but they're not feeling like they're in school, so it's great that way.
I think it's nice that they're learning things, but they're not having to be in the classroom to learn things. They can do it outside.
Brittany Schaefer, Worcester News Tonight.